What's up, y'all? So I'm doing an all signs read. Give y'all a fresh reading to match the fresh cut I got today. And yes, finally ready to let y'all know I'm open for bookings, and you'll find those prices, 3 tiers, options you can choose from for what level you need. Yes, I'm finally gonna let the people know where you can go to get some powerful messages, personal messages. So this is just to help you, see my readings as quick pause, help give you that great perspective so you can get back into your game, unpause, and see your game clearly, see what the week, what the month really requires of you, the remainder of it. It's very simple stuff. Our minds can make it difficult. But yes, again, look out for those rates in the description box below. So now let's get to these messages for Aries. I've already shuffled. I want to make it short so I can finally, for once, get through all the signs, because I'm so amazed by these words. Even I can take them for granted and overlook them. So I'm pretty sure these short messages would be just as powerful, just as helpful as anything else. So real quick. So for your spread, I'll just do the usual daily. Yeah, it's my mother out there checking that unit or something like that. Got a pretty good set though. I have a new view. Now I know, my messages are never about the people. They're more about the emotional machinery you're getting better at using, I was topsy-turvy about uploading this, even getting up the film. You can feel it in the slightly timidness in my voice, right? Slight little, trying to break up this tension within me. Slowly but surely, so. You know what? I see this reading as I'm a chameleon. I'm even matching the feelings. So, I wanted to say when I seen this card, this is you actually finding communication with the depths of yourself, with that usually sticky, unworked out, not ready to move part of yourself. This is exactly how it feels like. So, what's that? So what I'm about to tell you. So just see your day as you having to get worked up, reorganized, comfortable just in your skin. It's a necessary exercise now to just get comfortable in your skin. Because it looks like things that they're about to start opening up to us require our fully confident, accepting part of yourself. The tension's already broken when you're feeling like this. So we gotta break up this tension. Just that ickiness to, get back smooth. I guess it's a good thing we have things around us that make us feel back timid or untrusting of ourselves. It's a good thing. It becomes a necessary weight to have to push past feeling like you shouldn't just feel okay. So, for some reason, that seems to be a necessary exercise to get to. That is dog. So, if anything could help you unpause the game and get, if my message is helping you get back into the game, this pause mode right now is letting you know there is something headed your way. So what would be best now is to do your best to break up the tension. Only way I could help you understand that message is me having to upload all signs readings daily could be a helpful way to break up the tension, because I fucking hate uploading for no important reason, which that doesn't exist. There's always a good reason to upload. So how are you going to find ways to break up this emotional tension of ickiness, You could feel it when I first started talking. See how this dog wants to get... Really? You're going to jump off the bed just to get back. Come on. See, I got her back. She literally jumped off the bed. Now she's trying to get back on the bed. Stupid. But yeah, I'm finally going to trust this flow. I guess I've been placebo affecting my trust in myself the whole time. Let's get to the messages for Taurus. 7 minutes. Taurus. So this is another checkup read. I hate doing these, so that's why I probably need to do these, because I need to break up this tension. Let's see what we got in store for you. So I'm glad I'm going to be a symbol for how to break up unnecessary emotional tension, unnecessary lack of emotional trust in yourself. So if Aries was able to see themselves, you're able to actually move yourself. So it's good to help move this tension. We end up breaking up the tension for other people. So that's why I love riding out these deep, heavy emotions, You're doing your job, feeling how you actually feel, you can't run away from this. Already got 3 8s. So in your message, I said for Aries, they're learning to keep moving with this. They have to find new ways to keep breaking up emotional tension. You have to find a way to not be so exaggerated or feel so against. So you clearly feel like you're working against, which doesn't make sense. So it's almost like, so you feel like you want to rush through this, you got to take your time even more. Since you want to get out of this feeling, you got to sit in this feeling even more now. unnecessary, well, unfortunately, being born with inexhaustible insecurity, you have to keep finding ways to break up this tension every second of the day. It becomes helpful to learn how to get over it. It's like, how do you keep getting over yourself? Like, how did you just get back insecure? You were just okay a second ago. And you got to deal with this second by second. Light switch. Light switch. It's on and off, on and off. Insecure, secure, insecure, secure, insecure, secure. It's a necessary fight, though, because the switch will not come on. Well, it won't come off again, because it just won't make sense anymore to feel insecure. It's just stupid. So, your message is, dare to feel stupid even though you know it isn't stupid. Because it's like the moment you want to run or leave the tension or leave the awkwardness, it has to stay even longer so it dissipates. It's good you have this, though. So let's get to the next sign. 12, 12. For Gemini. Alright, Geminis. Here's a fresh read, since I got a fresh cut today. I'm not going to read you anything, I'm just going to give you a reading. No journal, just words, how I really feel right now, in this second, in this moment. So I'm not going to go too deep into the messages. I'm actually going to be as surface level as possible today. I always try to give away too much. Give away way too much game. I give away way too many gems. I'm learning to keep it simple, you know. So I'm learning to trust the idea as soon as it pops out of my head and let it stick. Give it a chance to try it. Let my ideas try out. Let my ideas try out. So 3 more cards before I make sense of this reading for you. Oh, let me just tell you what it says. So I found a way to no longer, feel defeated or caught where we make excuses where there's opportunity. And it's just to keep going. You have 2 cards though, because I'm understanding that these are important. The major arcana are planets, damn near Neptune and Saturn. It's actually good. It talks about bringing dreams into reality, working out ideas and boundaries for yourself, and boundaries for yourself, towards yourself. Sometimes how we feel about ourselves adds extra weight, and how we allow others to make us feel what we think they want, or they're telling us how we feel, right? You basically get to get a refresher on that, how you really feel about yourself, to actually see you can feel easy, you can feel very light, you can feel very capable. I do remember saying the words you have to run through your head is you're worth it, you're capable, and you're gonna see it through. You have to only run those words through your head. So it's necessary. So because I like to convince myself of things, when I can just go through it simply and just amaze myself through the experience. So I'll leave it at that. I'm pretty sure that's good for a message for you, truly. So what the message really said is, start as a refresher, reignite your energy, reignite your focus, really. So you're not really tripping. You actually could let the situation be, and it isn't a problem. It's the extra emotion, excitement you add to it. So we got Cancer 1628. My bad, 1650 for Cancer. So now I'm going to start getting these readings knocked out even quicker now. Warmed up enough, so now I can just throw them out and get to more signs. And the sun's out too right now. So I got a good angle. Good angle. You can see me. One more shuffle. Let's hurry up and get Cancer's message out. Because I don't want to do a part 2. So Aries had the same message as you, Cancer, had this same card. But are you able to see yourself, able to see or simply understand what's communicated? So I'll draw and I'll tell you what's being said. Make it make sense to you. Because these tools are very powerful, You actually unify your feelings by understanding how you feel, how others feel, how you can make others feel. Yeah. So what's this spread about is, I guess you have to feel like you're opposing, you have to feel like you're just weird. Feeling weird is a sign of actually putting in effort, It means you're trying to, get ideas, brainstorm. So basically, it's good to be able to see yourself to go, okay, I can keep brainstorming here. I can keep working this out. I'm supposed to feel dusty here. I'm supposed to feel... you just don't feel like you're on the right path. I noticed that, I got to watch out for telling myself I'm not on the right path. Off reactions. It's very necessary, though. Unfortunately, it shows we could use a little more trust, a little more seriousness, in ourselves. Imagine, you need to add a little more seriousness and authority to yourself. A little more drop of authority and trust. Because this is, you wanting to ignite the lacking, the L's, the unskilled part of yourself. You're trying to ignite. And truly, this is the dangers of laughing it off and acting like it ain't that serious, because you trick yourself into believing it's not that serious when that's the exact droplets of poison that's actually doing the most damage. Like, you're not allowing yourself to freestyle, you're not allowing yourself to create, and it's only your conditioning or how you break that, you know. Got good cards out here though. So the good news about this message is you finally get to see. I said for Cancers that it was about how much can you get over yourself to get on this ride, and getting over yourself means allowing yourself to succeed, allowing yourself to try out your ideas without running it past anybody or making sure the room is feeling it, you know. So real maturity, like, so I understand now when I do these things to work out these shaky emotions more. It's beautiful to actually, you're able to pinpoint, oh, you know, it's great. I have a yoga routine, and once you make everything about yoga, it's get more comfortable. But yeah, that's really it. And there is a Cancer out there. That's why I bear with y'all so much. Conditioning is hard to break. You just revert back to feeling unworthy in a heartbeat, which is takes away the whole journey. Let's get on to Leo. 22 minutes. So here you go, Leo. Simple but powerful messages. It's unfair how softly I speak because you don't feel how dynamic and mind-altering these messages really can be. So when you speak so softly, the gems just sneak right past you, you know. They go over your head. So yeah, my mother's out there, so if you hear, you know, beware. Here's your spread, Leos. Ace of Pentacles for the bottom of the deck. I'm going to just tell you what the spread is saying. I'm not going to show you any card so we can get to more signs. But yeah, disclaimer there, my mother's back on the outside of this door talking, so if you hear, you know, forgive her, forgive me. So Leos. It's so funny. I read in the book Saturn and Leo placements, or Saturn opposition Leo, or it's about like consistent self-promotion. Like, you have to promote yourself. You have to put yourself out there. You know, that means you have to put yourself out there when you feel like this is what you're putting out, you know, or this is what you're experiencing. Yeah, I realized if I had to wait till I was good enough, I'd never start. So you gotta start now. You know? Let's see. Yeah. The good news about this message is you realize, even more positively, there's always a great opportunity ahead, and always. You definitely can feel this great potential. There's actually something to look forward to in your life that can take you out of this super duper dramatic feeling. So I think that's good. You know, that's why I'm glad when I go in public and deal with people, I do my best to just be as present, have a conversation with them. Like me getting my hair cut today. You know, and now I got to give you all this reading while this lady's talking like that. So. But this is self-promotion. You know, you have to live with people. And at first you would always see it as, damn, they being extra, but Now I have to appreciate. Now I can see this is only going to help me, not care about this feeling. It's these feelings you get into that make me not want to represent myself, right? Like, oh, I don't want to tell them I'm offering things. And this is the game. This is the game. So self-promotion is the game, or just self-representation through all weather, right? Through all weirdness. The weird will no longer be weird when you represent yourself. So we're trying to make the weird, we have to fight to make the weird not weird anymore. Because if it's weird, we got to stay there until it ain't weird no more. These energies make shit weird when it was never weird to begin with. So the good news is you realize there is a chance, there is potential, there's great here, great to where you don't have to feel lesser than. You can actually look for it, believe for it, and actualize and see great potential. So this is great. So we're gonna get to Virgos. Alright, Virgos. Giving these soft and powerful messages. Soft-spoken, powerful messages today. Pay attention, because these gems are so smooth. They might go past you like butter. So, 2 more shuffles. Hope y'all's December's going alright. Mine is going pretty well. Learning to appreciate these challenges, and it challenges mean I'm ready for the next level. So, gotta forgive myself for believing that I was not capable or, not ready, but clearly you only get better when you're doing it now, doing it moving, as Mac Dre says. So, do it moving. So, Virgos, gotta make this shit dough. Make something with this Play-Doh, with this feeling. So it's like, instead of, because it's beautiful, we go through experiences, we deal with people that can't help but point out what's awkward, and you sit in that long enough until you realize everything's going to be awkward. It's how you shake out of that stiff feeling, that cold feeling of existing. Somehow people have found a way to stay feeling awkward despite having no reason to feel awkward at all. That's the real scariness. You have no reason to feel this way. Why do you feel this way again? Why are you you're your own crab in a bucket with this mentality. So that's what we have to fix. Get out of being your own crab in a bucket and let yourself believe for once and actually make a difference for yourself. Somehow we've gotten to the habit of fighting our own beliefs even though we say we want to believe. So how do we fix that? We gotta at least face that we feel that way. Find out we feel that way. I'm finding out, breaking out of my no upload binge. And it's very simple stuff. I'm so glad. All I got to do is just say it. So either this is energy around you, which is actually a helpful reminder to quit allowing things to make dead air. Like nothing can stop this movement. You got the inspiration. You might as well get better with movement and finally let it start making things happen for you. So the problem is we're not fed up enough to stop letting this emotion turn ourselves back off. Like, the good news is you at least get better at catching it when it's happening to you. So this, again, like I said, both necessary feeling. For a split second you have to catch, all right, unnecessary fear, unnecessary insecurity, unnecessary worry, unnecessary awkward feeling that doesn't even need to be there. Truly. I know I hate that these readings are just feel good, It's how you say it. I'm gonna just keep moving. Just keep moving because I want to recap messages already. So for some reason you got Scorpio and Aquarius. Oh yeah, Neptune. So Pisces. Great. You want the cards looking like that. My bad, almost forgot. So the moon, High Priestess, Cancer. You see the moon right there. So unfortunately, but fortunately, you have to allow people who either represent your emotions or could be a representation of how you feel, put their fears onto you to just not allow them to be downloaded into you, This is what you do to keep from downloading that sickness called unnecessary not betting on myself, because I want to win, so I should bet on myself until I will keep betting on I'm going to keep betting on myself until I win. Anyway, these is what my messages are telling you. Ooh. So this stuff should be easily translatable. So I found the area I have to keep betting on myself. So let's get on. All right, Libra. Just got, what is that, 4 more signs left. Forgive me, I have my mother on the outside of the room talking, so just know that's her talking. You will hear her. But I realize you gotta shine your light because you're still giving messages in real time and at all times. So it always matters. I ain't gonna lie, This is when I don't feel like representing myself because my mother, But no. Powerful messages are always gonna be powerful messages no matter who's around. So find out, sitting in these situations, just sitting, giving a reading. Everything puts you in the hot seat. People should read more in public, It feels like you're on stage. I'm already certified veteran reader. The nerve of me to say that. When it comes to getting to the depths and getting to the point of our feelings, the point of what the month is trying to give to us, show to us, reveal to how we feel about ourselves. Yes, I'm a veteran. It's about you, the viewer, handling that and ace in the month. So Libra, it looks like someone's choosing to be stuck in limelight. I wanted to rhyme that. More like, stuck in this bone they gotta pick that ain't even gotta be picked no more, So, at least whoever's in this reading, they're taking the higher road. Higher calling road. So, you know what? I'll allow you to feel how you feel because I'm taking the higher road that I know is going to take me somewhere. So, Libra, what this message is coming up for you is saying is, yes, you have somehow this great emotion is someone's trying to affect it, either that's you or them. But they already found their sense and going, I'm going to just sit in this feeling. I'm going to sit in this until it is not that no more. So it's very simple. You just don't pay attention to how you feel. But that's the problem. Only have one major, and it's Taurus. Taurus is able to see their emotions, actually move with their emotions, and do something with their emotions for once, which and it's beautiful. Both y'all Venus ruled signs. Your message is more about learning to sit within, or either you'll be sitting in the environment while this person's not phased. They have to sit in this I say environment. This could be how you truly feel yourself, how you actually, are in this state. Yeah, 3/8 here, so you are gonna be in your head about it, but you have a good option to just watch how you amaze yourself. And I believe this is what you can do with this energy, because how it would affect you is like, this is what I'm living through. I have no right to represent. I have no right to show this face, to even want things to get better, which doesn't make sense. Who makes us feel like we shouldn't even have a right to want to get better? So as long as you stay down to your calling, stay down to your moves, that's all you do. And it's so simple. Like, my messages make it so simple, So there you go. Hold on. 37. Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. So then we got. So that's 4 signs left, right? I think we can do it. I think I can do it. So I'm going to have to give you your message. I'm going to have to just, Great. So Taurus sign across from you, they're able to see their emotions, move with their emotions, they're able to move with their emotions. You have realization, or it's basically like the same thing, like it's really like waking up, seeing yourself, and waking up, stepping into yourself. Let me draw this spread so I can tell you what it's saying. That card is good though, the King of Swords. Give you a second look on things, make sure. Great, now you got the Fool, Hermit. So any more inner dialogue takes you out of the day. I did say for Virgo, stay in the day, not in your head. And you got the Fool here also. So Fool and the Hermit are the only majors, and the Sun. So got Leo, Virgo. I think the Fool's Aquarius, or it's Uranus. So either way, I only say those signs because their messages may line up pretty well for you. But the inner dialogue is no longer important. We're only putting our foot to the pavement. It doesn't matter how we feel, because how we feel is only becoming. And if we're going to become anything, we got to become better at handling these things we want to get better at. So not fearing. Then if we get better at fearing, we're only going to get better at fearing, and only going to perfect the art of fearing and not being in the state of becoming. So just be fed up enough to quit being in that state of fearing and just accept becoming. So So then the Hermit is like anything that causes you to go within. And the Fool is here. So you already got the awareness ready to go. Should this make me slow down this momentum? So now we got Sag. There are the messages, Scorpio. Alright, Sag. You have to run through your messages so I can get to the other three. Because I want everybody to get their message, man. I hope everybody gets their message. That's what I can't stand. Making part twos. It's the worst feeling. I'm over shuffling off fast. Alright, one more. I forgot which sign had this. I think it might have been Leo. So I'll draw the spread so I can explain what's being said. So I said for Cancer, you have the Chariot and you have the Strength card. Cancer's message is about how much they can get over themselves to even get to the ride or get to the journey. And you have the Strength here, so I truly can't recall what that message was about, but yeah. But this journey just requires you to keep putting forth you. Because everything is actually in the right place it needs to be, so. And if you put forth this effort, you only see potential like this get better. So you only see the potential get better with all this effort. But the major cards, you are accepting this as an experience in your life. Insecure people or insecure emotions. So thank God for us having this experience of insecurity, because now we know when our emotions are just asking us to just, really saying to trust more. Like, if I'm worried, you should trust yourself 100% more. So we're gonna reverse engineer things that make us feel insecure. I'm going to trust myself even more now. So 42, 52. Capricorn. I'm giving out simple, powerful messages. So, simple, powerful messages. Take your time. I really want to get through this, so forgive me, Capricorn. I'm going to get this reading done. You got the last major arcana. That's good to see. Excuse me. Can't pay it any mind. Don't pay it any mind. So the good thing is this completion is over. You have leveled up past this feeling. You've leveled up past even worrying about this. So, but the reminder is, the real lesson is sticking to that and actually transforming this subconscious belief about yourself and what you create and your worthiness. This is also about you feeling worthy, putting yourself out there, worthy, building rapport, worthy, collaborating and involving yourself. So this is also another sign you gotta stick here until you feel worthy to even be allowed. You don't have to ask yourself or convince yourself you're allowed. You just be and allow yourself. So, but the good news is things make you feel insecure. For you to start facing that, gotta appreciate that feeling. So your message is only about, you're gonna feel good. You just keep reminding yourself you have no reason to not feel bad. You have no reason to not feel good. You have no reason to not feel good, obviously. Let me fix that. So, to not feel good. You have no reason to not feel good. You know, you're learning, we're getting better, we're here to learn and to feel better. So sometimes feeling like you took the biggest L could be what you could use to reinforce yourself. Like, that was a lesson. And I did everything I could. Maybe that's how it's supposed to go. I mean, no one deserves to keep feeling like that. You know, something had to give. Something should give. Thankfully, it did. Now we can get to Aquarius. What is up, Aquarius? We're almost done. So the messages I'm giving are simple. Now they're quick fixes, but it's just this is helpful because it's an itch you want to scratch, and these are just really quick, helpful messages to help scratch that itch. Now, I am offering 3 tiers of readings if you want to get into more depth. But surface level messages, you could trust them enough to let them be like a downloadable program, you know, whatever messages I give you in this video right now. Let's see. So this is about the system we're in, our actual system. We realize, let me just not show you the rest of these cards. You have to, the good thing about giving to what you want, you know, something that helps you keep betting on yourself, it actually helps you turn off the defeatist mode that keeps you feeling you're a level 1 person, never gonna break out of the mode, stuck to these things. You actually find out this is exactly where my journey is in facing that completely. So Hangman is here, so you definitely have an itch or a mold that your trust can only get rid of, and that you showing up and investing can get rid of. So investing will only get rid of this mold. So what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's get this video knocked out. So the message, the name of the level for you, Aquarius, is only work, only putting in work, only feeling unorthodox, only feeling crazy. And then all of a sudden it makes sense. So this is going to be necessary. Feel good even though you feel you're doing wrong. So why do you feel like you're doing wrong? Yeah. The problem is we decide when it's not working. And that is a big problem. That is a big problem. Libra comes out again. Beware of that. Hold on. So what are they trying to say? You got a right to be in a different perspective, new path. So the problem is you have to let this feeling solidify in yourself. So you keep knocking it down, but what's going to help you build it up is staying in this situation. You're going to have to keep showing up even though you feel like crap. Keep showing up even though you feel like crap. Keep investing even though you'll win if you just keep ignoring that crappy feeling about yourself. Forgive me for saying it like that, but this is the crappy feeling about yourself. Thank God you got good routine, because it's like you're exaggerating. Like, what are you talking about? You're doing great. You're not even affected by it. So you're gonna have to let this get comfortable. Let it be unorthodox. This is your message. So let it be weird. Hopefully that helped you. There's Pisces. So here we go. I'm just happy to finish an all signs message. So basically, I put this for now to the end of December, and all this is going to help you do is just see where you unnecessarily give up, and be grateful you don't, and see it as a necessary test to see if you feel like giving up. So let me hurry up and get your messages out, because I want to get all signs their messages. I hate having to do part 2s. So yeah, it's all a necessary experience. If I remember what I said for your month, I actually don't. I think, never mind. Let me just do yours so I can get your message out before the video ends. Allow it to be a journey. Allow it to be a crazy ass journey, because this is you having to fight to bring harmony. And harmony involves you feeling the right way about yourself and moving forward with yourself. So allowing yourself to, because harmony doesn't mean you don't feel awkward. It just means you accept the feeling like the cold shower that eventually gets comfortable. So harmony is you being able to move and not remind yourself or tell yourself, oh, we're building harmony. We're building. So it is good, but this is why it feels like fuck. But if you're enjoying your path, if you understand this is the truest thing you could face that's actually real and that's actually developing you, that's actually important, necessary. Simple stuff I'm saying. So, very simple stuff. I hate that it's so simple, because just get to figuring it out, get to trusting, get to allowing it to be experienced. Can you allow yourself to be experienced? And then you have to allow yourself to be experienced to even experience yourself. So allow yourself to be experienced. Allow yourself to be experienced. And this is an effort to keep allowing yourself to be experienced. So later. This is me allowing myself to be experienced by giving you a helpful message. Later. Hope these messages resonated with y'all. And if you want more, check the description box below. I got 3 tiers of readings that may fit what you're looking for. But until next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And let's go ace the month, alright?